What's up, world? You're tuning in to another episode of Elephant Room, the podcast. I'm co-host, your boy Pun, my partner, co-host,
Scribble.
Mr. Scribble, man, Mr. Scribble Scratch. And we're excited about this new season. New things on the horizon.
It's 2023, man.
2023, man.
New year, same strategy, though.
Same strategy, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're excited. We appreciate all the support we have had last season.
Yeah, man. Got some good feedback.
Yep.
We made some traction, obtained some followers.
Definitely.
They say progress is the best success, man. So
Yeah.
our goal is to continue the message forward and keep providing y'all with the best content we can offer, and keep y'all engaged at the same time.
Yes, indeed. And we're still implementing things, still getting our feet wet.
Yeah.
We hadn't got to the music reviews yet. That's something I'm really looking forward to.
It's
man.
coming soon.
Yeah.
It's coming real soon, man. So if you're a local artist, music artist that is, and you want to be heard, you want to get some feedback on your means of expression, we'll shoot you the info coming soon, and we'll be able to highlight you at the same token, take an ear to what you're putting out there, and give you some feedback at the same time.
Yes, indeed. We'll be sending you guys, posting the directions, the instructions on how you can submit your music here soon. And speaking on music, man, my guy just released his sophomore album.
Sophomore album.
Sophomore album, huh?
Would have never thought it would be.
Hey, man, it's jamming too.
Yeah, I
It's jamming
appreciate
too,
that,
man.
bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
man.
that,
Proud
man.
of you, man. Hey, you stepped it up.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah, you stepped it, and that's what you're supposed to do, man. You're supposed to continue to go up. You know what I'm saying? Level up every time, man. So I'm excited for your next one.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for the next one, and I'm gracious for your support at the same token, man.
Most definitely, man.
You know, you say sophomore album, and I'm sitting there like, wow, bro.
Yeah.
Because the first one wasn't in the deck. Well,
Right.
it was in the deck. It just wasn't part of my plan.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And now we're here for the second one, man. And you know, as an artist, I feel like I've grown in a short amount of time through your influence, your guidance. At the same token, I'm excited, man, and I'm glad I've been able to get some good reviews and some good feedback.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see some of those videos come to fruition as well, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. You thinking about which one you shooting first?
I love the way we started the album off with Stakes and Claims. I can visualize that visual like a dream, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's a powerful song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From a individualistic standpoint, from a encouragement and a political standpoint too, man. So I can see us being able to create some really nice visuals and really kind of highlight the content and context of the song, especially for y'all that's been sleeping on it too.
No, you got them sleepers, man. They keep us motivated though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
Most definitely, man. So you had your art exhibit with your album release, man. I really enjoyed that, man. We were able to come suited and booted and enjoy the festivities, man. It was a good time.
It was a good time, man. It was a nerve-wracking time, man. You know, we faced a number of adversities to get to the date. In which we were able to hold, but it being the first, it was nerve-wracking. It was exciting at the same token. And I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah.
So glad I did it, man. I'm excited for the next one, bro. So we'll be doing something next.
I think you ought to do one like quarterly, man, on the cool. It was so live, man. I mean, you're gonna be working with the art, but at the same time, man, that's a nice scenery, man.
Yeah, we had a good time, man. I had a real good time too, man. So to be able to kind of, you know, combine both means, you know, the visual art as well as the actual music, was a nice experience for those that were able to attend. So I definitely learned a lot from it. There's some things that I'll tweak, make some minor adjustments to make the experience that much more the next time.
Even sweeter.
So so y'all make sure y'all don't miss the next one, man.
Yeah, man. I know some people bought some of your pieces. And I understand. I mean, you spoke. You're going to have some available soon, where the audience can visit the website and be able to purchase some themselves as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, MrScribblescratch.com is currently under construction. But like Puttin mentioned, man, we'll have some of the artwork there on the website that you can access and purchase, so you can put on your walls. or your living establishment as well. So stay tuned, stay locked into that, and we're gonna keep grinding, man.
Yes, indeed, man. I can't. Hey, one thing I'm also looking forward to is the art piece you're doing for your boy.
I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
You got to tell them what we're doing with it, man. We thinking outside the box.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Sometimes you got to step out.
Yeah, you got to step out.
Yeah,
man.
I always tell myself when it get too crowded, when the lanes get too crowded, man, I know it's my time to go on and do something different, man.
You know what, man? Whenever you presented this idea to me, you know, it immediately excited me, bro. For the simple fact that you're brave enough, experienced enough,
right,
to make a pivot in a lane and exploit areas that's been untapped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not even considered, bro.
Yeah.
Telling people what you're doing, Pete. Telling people what you're doing, man.
It's really kind of my character, though, man. I love to do things that sometimes when like I say, I evaluate and assess the sceneries, man. And when it gets too crowded for me, and it seems like I'm just kind of running in circles, man, I know it's my time to rear and yield over, you know. So I'm excited about my first classical instrumental album.
Come on. Know? First what?
Classical, baby.
You heard it, boy. Classical.
Yeah, man. We stepping into another genre.
What's the title, though, P?
It's Puntoven.
Puntoven.
Yeah, man, Puntoven, man. I just stepped out and did some more creative things that challenge myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I challenge myself. I love the challenge, man. I knew I could do it. You know, it's always in our intuition when we can do things.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of growing the courage and the strength and the energy to do it.
Right.
And when I sit down and started doing it, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah, man. So that's why I had to hit you. I said, hey, Scribble, man, I need that art piece, man. I need that Mona Lisa, man.
Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all, man, I've had the privilege to put my ear to some of what this young man is creating, man, and it's really unique. So if you're really a fan of music, you got an ear for music, and you love the idea of being able to cross genres, it's definitely something you want to put your ear to, man, straight up.
Yes, indeed. Definitely. Coming soon, and I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you go pick up my man's Mr. Scribble album, The Adventures of Mr. Scribble.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Make sure you go pick it up, iTunes, wherever you listen to your music at. Be looking for that Puntoven, and it's going down, man.
Already.
It really is going down, man.
One question, though, for you, P.
What's up?
You titled the instrumental Puntoven.
Correct.
And two names immediately come to reference, right? That's Zaytoven, a current day hip hop producer. And then your classical, famously known Beethoven.
Beethoven. Inspired by Beethoven.
Okay, so that's where my next question was. Yeah. Which provided the inspiration, and would, if not just one influence, would we see or receive a sound that's influenced by both?
I think it was inspired by Beethoven for sure.
Okay.
By Beethoven for sure. Even when I came up with the name Puntoven, later on, I was like, oh, you know what, Zaytoven. It's already Zaytoven. It's been out, you know, and I'm definitely a fan of Zaytoven.
Yeah.
Great. He has some great hits, man. Right. So I love his work. But yeah, it was inspired by Beethoven, man. Mozart. Puntoven sounds better than trying to put something with Mozart. So that's what I stuck with, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it, man. And man, just want to segue into, you know, new things and new horizons. This is a new year, you know. This is something that I had on my heart to do, it's my intuition to do, and I know it's something for you. The exhibit, that's your first art exhibit as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, and what it takes to take it there.
Yeah.
Like what inspired you to say, hey, I'm gonna step out and do this art exhibit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this building. I'm gonna get my art pieces together.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do it?
Man, the inspiration simply came from wanting to get better, right? As I've devoted myself to my passion, that being art in all facets, I've thrived in seeing myself strive to get better. putting in the work to get better.
Right.
And in that process, we got to get uncomfortable, right?
Right.
And be willing to not only get ourselves out the box, but thrive outside the box and reestablish comfort. So now those boundaries have gained increased in range. So now being comfortable in this little box, I'm striving to seek comfort in a bigger boundary.
I love that. I love
increasing my range and my ability and versatility at the same token. So being able to, one, be excited about creating new art.
Right.
Combine that with the music, I was like, man, this is a no-brainer. I got to do this.
Right.
You know, never having really performed in front of an audience that included my body of work, that was nerve-wracking too.
You're right.
You know, being an artist, and you know, we're very we keep our art very near and dear to our heart. Right. And choose pockets in which we're vulnerable, willing to be vulnerable. Yeah. I was like, man, let me just go ahead and lift up the skirt. Let me see it all. You feel me? Right, so right. That I can, you know, find some newfound comfort and wanting to get one day better, right? You mentioned the new year. Yeah. I want to continue to create new attributes for myself. Yeah. Not just as an artist, but as an individual as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to be my best self so I can be my best everything as well, beyond the core of Roger Jordan. You know, I want to be the best Scribble Scratch. I want to be the best father. I want to be the best friend. Yeah. I want to be the best co-host. Yes, indeed. You know, I want to be the best partner. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, being able to align myself with individuals throughout this process to make that come to fruition was excellent in itself. I agree. You know what I mean?
I totally agree. And you hit on something. You said the comfort zone, man, that comfort box, man, getting out of it. Yeah. Man, that's I think that's going to help someone. It's going to help somebody in the audience, man. You know, getting out of that comfort zone. Like, I'm a person of comfort. I love setting up my life to be comfortable. Right. Which is part of my strategy. Right. I love.
It should be part of everybody's strategy.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it is. But here recently in this season, I have learned that in striving to go higher, sometimes you have to get yourself comfortable. You have to make yourself comfortable in another comfort zone, like absolutely. In an uncomfortable zone. Yeah. Right. Somewhere that you're uncomfortable, but if you want to go to that higher level, hey. Know how to survive in that uncomfortable zone, right? So that's something that, you know, I never thought about until recent. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, for instance, you got a good spot right here, right? You got you're doing well, but over there you can do even better, right? So much better. However, you're comfortable where you're at. Going over there, it's going to be very uncomfortable. You don't even like it. It's going to stress you. But at the end of the day, hey, you over here in 100,000 sack bracket, over there's $1 million. Yeah. What you gonna do, baby? You gonna be uncomfortable, or you gonna stay in your comfort zone? And you would be surprised of how many people would stay in that comfort zone, which is perspective. Right. You know, people don't look at certain things the same way. Yeah. So some people love comfort zone, and hey, if they're in their comfort zone, they'll stay there all they want.
Hey, we're human, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've been an individual that was extra comfortable in my comfort zone. Right. And it took something to shake me up in order to be like, hey, bro, not only are you comfortable, but I'm about to change it up. You need to change it up. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, that's how I move as well. Yeah. Like, you know, I might be comfortable in this level right here, but hey, I know I'm not trying to stay at level 10, baby. Right. I'm trying to take it to level 12, 15 and on. And if it takes me getting uncomfortable, I got to do what I got to do. Yeah. So be it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's great to hear, man. And it's all about your energy, your people you put yourself around as well.
That company you keep.
The company you keep
has a great deal to play with. To do with your level of progression. Yes, not necessarily success, right? Because success doesn't happen overnight. Correct. But like I mentioned earlier, progress is your best success. Because if you keep moving that needle, if you keep maintaining that momentum, at some point in time, something's gonna shake for you.
Something's gonna shake.
Right? Yeah. As opposed to being comfortable and stagnant and that meter not moving. Right. You know what I mean? And it's cold out here in Houston today, right? You go fire up that engine, you better let it warm up so it can function at its premium capacity.
Yes, indeed.
You don't just go crank something up and think you're gonna get it moving.
Yes, indeed, man. I totally agree, man. So, what would you say to someone out there, man, today, they may be in a position to where, you know, they're stagnant. They're comfortable, but at the same time, they're not inspired to move forward. They want to, but they're not inspired.
Yeah.
What would you do? What could you say that you know that could get them up and get them moving? You got something for them?
Man,
Don't give them some of them gems, man.
I ain't even got no gems, man. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with
Keep it a buck.
right?
That's even better.
Right, like you have to do some self-evaluations, right? You know, ask yourself, are you your best self?
Right.
If not, how can you get there? Right. Then you got to take it beyond your reach, right? And take a look at your network, right? Your network of friends. What are they doing? Right? Or are they striving?
Right.
9 times out of 10, if you're not striving, the majority of your people ain't striving either. So you might need to reevaluate your circle.
Ooh, you're hitting on
right?
something.
I'm hitting on them.
You're hitting on it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
Right? So if your network of people stagnant and sinking in the mud too, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be dried up duck too.
Yeah.
Right? So
Exactly.
if the intention is to move forward, align yourself with people with common interest.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But understand, don't compare yourself, because at the end of the day, it's me versus me. It's yourself versus yourself.
Yes, indeed.
You aren't the reason why I was stagnant at one point in time.
Right.
Ultimately, I was.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can say the same, right?
Correct.
We got to take a look at ourselves in the mirror and say, you know what, self, let's make something happen.
Yes, indeed.
And then realign ourselves with individuals with like interests.
Yes, indeed.
The same type of drive, right?
Yes, indeed.
You can't sit there and think that you're going to be a millionaire when somebody okay with, you know, making a couple $1,000 a year.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Another thing I say is I don't get intimidated by anyone. I get motivated.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you know, everybody's not like that though. I've had situations to where, you know, people have gotten intimidated,
Right.
you know, and also, man, you know, everyone's not a team player. You know, you will run into that as well. Those are obstacles and hurdles that we go through in proceeding to where we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
But
And you got to go through that.
You got to go through that.
Yeah.
You know, trust the process.
There you go.
Trust the process, man. It only makes us stronger.
Right.
You know, some people, if they're not driving, if they're not in the driver's seat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll sink the whole ship.
Trying to sink the whole ship because they're not driving.
Because they're not driving. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
And one thing I've learned in this journey, man, is that everybody doesn't know how to play their role. Everybody doesn't want to play their
They
role.
don't
You
want
know,
to.
yeah, man. You know, but I believe, and somebody like LeBron is a perfect example of that to me. Like, I believe LeBron is one of the greatest team players ever. I really do. I believe he's a team player, and I don't see a lot of me, myself, and I. Even when they try to, you know, claim he's the GOAT. I mean, he said it before, but even when they try to compare him, man, he's always been that person that kind of was like, hey, man, it's about the team.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's about the
Not
team. My
about me.
team helped me up here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what the game I watched the other day? Mahomes? Mahomes, he was, you know, he was the man, but everybody was kept on, oh, he was the man. He was like, my team.
My team. Let me get back with my team.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I can appreciate that, man. When you have a good team, a good solid team, you can move up together, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Collectively.
man. Collectively.
Playing your position.
Yeah.
Right. And that's key, man. You know, you bring up the Mahomes reference, right?
Yeah.
And that football reference is spot on. Everybody can't play quarterback.
Correct.
Everybody can't play running back.
Right.
You need linemen. You need receivers. You need defensive linemen, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But without all of these individual roles and responsibilities and positions, if they're not on one accord, working cohesively at what they're set to do individually for the greater good of the team, there's going to be no success. You know, look at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
They're going to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. They were without their 3 top receivers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mahomes had a bum knee, right? Bum leg. Their running backs was out. 2 of their linemen was out.
Wow.
And they still proceeded to the next level. Why? Everybody knew their role.
Come on.
Everybody played their position.
Come on.
To the capacity that would equate to them to, you know, win that ball game.
Come on.
In the fashion that they did. And they beat a nice team, bro.
They did.
Cincinnati's hands down the best team on paper.
Right. Hey, that goes to show, man, what that teamwork can do. Teamwork make the dream work.
You
That's
took
what
it
they
out
say.
my mouth, man. Teamwork make the dream work.
Yes,
man.
indeed, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, always surround yourself with good people. They say if you see someone, look at your friends now. Look at your 4 to 5 friends that you're around, and you can look at them and you can tell you where you're going to be. What's the saying? Because I didn't butcher it.
Nah, you got it close though.
I got close.
Get me lying to people.
Okay, it says you tell me who your 4 to 5 friends are, and I can tell you what your next 4 to 5 years is gonna look like. Yeah, something like that. Hey, y'all,
absolutely.
Y'all somebody fix it in the comments for me. But I think that's another show, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, man, it's the Elephant Room Podcast, man. Again, go pick up my man album.
Hey, that boy album coming soon, man.
Looking at for that Puntoven, man. I can't wait till you guys see that art, man. I might put it out for sale exhibit. I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, but look, before we go, man, we stressed and touched on a lot of topics. We just want to conclude and say, man, like if you're building something, align yourself with individuals that share the same type of passion, and know at the end of the day, teammates take care of teammates.
Yes, indeed.
One love, y'all.